an alternate universe scenario.
Yeah. All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
That's never happened to me before.
Shit. I've been waiting for you.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Two of you need help.
Some folks have a strange idea of entertainment.
Damn it. If you like what you see here on the outside, you're gonna love what you'll see on the inside. The recipe for Hooters chicken wings is so secret, even our cooks aren't allowed to know it. Do you know why our beer is so cold here at Hooters? Because we keep it in the refrigerator. Hey kids, you want to do your dad a really big favor? Tell your mom you want to go to Hooters.
Welcome to Hooters Night, everybody. Happy Father's Day to all of you fathers out there, fur babies included. And if you got real kids, that's okay too.
Yeah.
So, and happy Saturday the 14th. Happy Friday the 13th from yesterday. So
Yes.
welcome one all. Welcome to Dead Wire Live. We are last. We are unfair and we are unbiased, or no, we are biased AF. And we got the full complement of the crew tonight. We're still missing Skeeter. The pub crawl still seems to be going on at the on the Hanson tour. So I think they're about to make their way to Oshkosh at this point. So, and next week it begins again in New York City. So you might want to start crawling now, Skeeter.
Yeah.
We miss you, brother. Your liver is going to regret it more than you will.
You got to respect the man's dedication.
He loves them handsome boys. Bop.
I wouldn't be doing that much crawling for any band.
No, me neither.
I will always love my brother Sean. I will. And I would do anything for him, just like I would Skeets or you guys. But I will never forgive him for getting to go see Barry Manilow before he retired. So I understand Skeeter living that dream. I get it. At least he got to. I didn't get to see Barry.
No Barry. No Barry for you.
No Barry for me.
Is that what they call it now?
Shut up.
He's been a little preoccupied at the glory hole lately, so
it was a Harry Barry.
Okay, I don't know how to follow up from that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kevin. Oh God, what you been up to, Kevin?
Oh shit, man. Just kind of hanging out, working, having a good time with my kids. Had a lot of heat this week. I got a sunburn up on my arm. Like, it's tan here, which is fine. Like, I'm half Portuguese, half Irish, so it's like burn and tan, but it's like leopard spots that are super tiny, so it hurts. But otherwise, it's been a great week here. Like, no fires yet. Can't complain about that. Well, no, I take it back. There was a fire here this week, just yesterday. Somebody was doing an illegal burn. They were trying to burn the brush that they didn't get before fire season was done.
Yep.
And they lost control of it, and it caught fire of the chemicals in their garage, and it blew up their garage.
So did it achieve orbit?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Bada boom.
It scared plenty of folks. And I was like, oh, snap. And everyone's like, oh my God, I was terrified. And it's like, okay, I get that if this was like pre-1987. If this was pre-1987, an explosion like that probably would be scary. But we've gone through Lockerbie since then. We've gone through, God, what was it in 93? The World Trade Center twice. Like, we're used to things like that. Don't you know? There was no shockwave. It wasn't anything to be that afraid of.
People are morons.
No, just Tinder.
So to speak.
They were doing the right thing by recording it, but they were being really tender about it. Like commentate, riff, sing, and the rockets red glare.
My garage is in the air.
Play ball.
Stay safe,
Not that ball.
everybody.
The bowling ball's coming down.
Yeah, right.
Some people have a strange idea. Entertainment.
These guys right here.
Special shout out to UK Gamer and Weirin of Bly. Thank you for joining us, brothers.
Yes, thank you, and good evening,
Yep,
or
good evening.
good afternoon, good morning, whichever part of the day is for you fellas.
I think it's already Father's Day for him, technically.
Oh, yeah.
That's what, 8 hours ahead from here for the UK?
But
9.
something to that effect, between 7
It's
and
9
9.
p.m. here on the Pacific Coast, dudes. So, 5:10 a.m. out there.
It's not too shabby.
That's
Thank you
about
for
it.
getting up that early to join us.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't, so I appreciate that.
Neither would I. I have a hard enough time waking up at 6.
Yeah, now that I'm kind of getting used to things being by myself, like I don't want to get out of bed in the morning. I want to stay up late and finish playing my game because I get home late. I enjoy spending time with my kids and with my family in general. But when I finally get home, I don't want to go to bed because it's bedtime. I want to play my video games and relax for a little bit. But you know me, I don't do that for 10 minutes. No. Maybe like 90, 120, 180. We don't. Why put limits on shit like that? So, but yeah, the longer I've been exposed to the wild and been by myself, the more I want to stay up late and sleep in. So, but I'm still not reverted back to teenage years. I'm good.
Yeah, longer the days where I could sleep till like 10 or noon. That don't happen no more.
No,
even
man,
if I want to.
I slept into 6:50 this morning, and I was like, "Oh fuck yeah!"
There you go.
That felt good.
I was up at 2.
Oof. Overtime still, Chad?
Yep. Did a 61-hour week this week.
Ouch.
8 of those were today.
Just make sure that check keeps coming through.
You got it. Pay to play.
Damn straight.
I'm rich, bitch.
Everyone's got bills to pay and glory holes to fill.
Word. That's why I got to get those fans, those dollar bill fans going. I wonder what the poor people are doing this evening.
Hey, special shout out to our buddy Erwin out there who has like one of those little money guns and he just loads it up with a bunch of singles and shoots it off every once in a while on his streams. It's super funny.
That's funny.
And
that would be cool asking for that many singles. I mean, I know you could just say that, you know, you need it for your coffee shop or whatever, but they know. They know.
Yeah.
Especially the old ladies, they know.
True. Very true.
They used to have tassels.
Right from the nippies.
Make them twirl.
That's their own version of the helicopter.
Yep.
Maybe it's because it's Saturday the 14th, but now I'm just thinking of Elvira. Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Mistress of Darkness.
Yes.
I love
many a boy's favorite lady of the night.
Many of everybody's favorite lady of the night. She just probably is. But I still need to get that book that Gene referred. It's in my wish list. I just haven't gotten it yet.
Oh, the one about Vampira?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't remember which one it was, but I was smart and actually put it in my wish list. I was like, ha, Take that, irresponsible Kev.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Dumbass.
Well, been horror week around here, so been watching some fun movies, some TV shows that we try to forget about. Friday the 13th, the TV series, season 3. We did Freddy versus Jason last Tuesday. Had some fun with that. And Amy and I were watching Spies Like Us tonight. So we made
Oh,
it
wow.
halfway through, and she's never seen it before, and she's enjoying it.
I
Fun.
haven't watched that in years.
Yeah, it's probably been 25 years, I think, at least for me.
Holds up still pretty decent, I would say. I mean, tech outstanding. Like, it's still an 80s comedy movie.
Yeah.
By
Sure.
espionage, but it's pretty clever.
Yeah, the two of them together were really smart.
Yep.
But that was also, I'm sure, the process of a really good director and editor too.
Mm-hmm.
John Landis.
Are we supposed to say anything good about him?
No, we don't have to. We can keep it moving.
He made a really good movie once or twice.
A couple times.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That's all I had.
We
on
digress.
him.
Kevin, kick us off with some
lot.
headlines for the week.
Some headlights. Where did my headlights go?
I don't know.
Headlights.
You actually showered for once. I don't smell you all the way from Oregon here anymore.
It's again because there's no fires here yet.
That's true.
All right, so I started us off with the doozy of the bad news for the week. Music news, of course, or unfortunately, we lost Brian Wilson, the songwriter from the Beach Boys, and countless other hits from other bands. Dang, that's hard. It hit hard because who didn't grow up loving the Beach Boys? Like, even if you'd be like, I don't like the Beach Boys, because I personally can't fucking stand it. If I hear it, my eye starts to twitch. Ever since I was about 18 years old, I can't stand them. They became overplayed for me. But the respect is there. Like, the appeal of the culture was there, and their mark on that culture, wow, is undeniably there.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think their shit's overplayed.
East Coast girls I hit by really dig the styles they wear.
But they're bitches.
Hey, it could be worse. It could be Hanson.
I watch
Sorry,
him.
Peter.
Those Midwest girls. I want to hear one go, fuck you, we cut our hair.
We're progressive.
Progressive.
Crazy bitches. Just saying.
Crazy bitches. And then also in music this week, we lost Sly Stone.
Oh, yeah.
This one kind of hurt. Like,
It
wow.
really hurt.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of funk and blues music. I really am. That is my preferred type of music, especially if it's crossed over with like metal. I just love it. Yes, it's out there. And you know what? Sly Stone actually probably fucking invented that shit. Or is one of the founding fathers of those types of mergers of music. And his fingerprint is fucking huge and amazing and so very much appreciated by me.
Bring that funk.
Yeah.
So, and then this kind of hurt. This one really hurt. I got a throat thing going on here. No, it's not a glory hole thing.
Yeah, that's what we expect you to say.
He usually says that when it really was.
I had overtime. Okay, fuck you guys. I gotta pay those bills. All right. Ananda Lewis, former host of MTV's or co-host of MTV's Total Request Live, passed away after.
I do not remember her, to be honest with you.
I do.
I do. And oh man, I always thought she was cute. Like, golly.
So did I.
but I hated the show. I did. It was not my show. It was not my thing at all. But I always thought she was cute. And I remember watching all the time, like just because I wanted to see the new videos. But this hurts. Like that's another Gen X kid that was taken out, unfortunately, by cancer after a long, long battle of cancer, from what I understand.
Yeah, no kidding.
So our hearts go out to her family, her friends, and fans, most definitely.
Yeah, it's sad to just cancer is ridiculous in and of itself. So
Yeah.
Yeah. One day we'll get serious about that shit.
yeah, one day,
But it is not this century.
No.
not in our lifetime.
No, no. Like you watch it, and they're doing the 1950s flashback to Eddie talking about his dad dying of the big C.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right.
And you're just kind of like, you know what? In the future, they're going to have that fixed like at a split. In the 60s, they had fucking Star Trek where Bones fucking just, waves the little tricorder over you and it's gone. Yeah, no, they've never fucking. Anyway, it's gotten a lot better in some regards.
Yeah, some of the treatment a little bit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyway, let's see here. Now this one, Harris Yulin. This one kind of hits hard. And I saved this one for last because it does hit hard, especially for Chad and I.
Mhm.
He of course played the judge, the Hammer, on Ghostbusters 2.
Judge
Who-
Stephen Wexler.
Stephen Wexler. They call him the Hammer.
The Hammer,
Or was it the Hanging Judge?
the Hanging Judge. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guy who
But-
gave the Scoleri brothers the chair.
it's
Yep,
the Scoleri
yep.
brothers. Oh no! I sent
Don't
them
you just
away
tell me
for
don't
30
believe in
years.
ghosts.
And he sold that role like nobody's
Oh.
business.
Oh,
Oh,
he
when
had
he's,
fun.
when he's doing that rant, like after the sentencing, oh God, that was good.
I've only seen scene chewing like that only from George C. Scott in Exorcist 3. That is the only scene chewing that equals the fucking Hammer in Ghostbusters 2. It set off the Scoleri brothers.
Yes,
It
it did.
did. The pink goo, baby.
Pink go.
Mood slime.
Hey, at least to some of my favorite quotes out of that movie. 2 in the box, ready to go. We be
You be
fast,
fast
and
and they be slow.
That's right.
that's my boys.
I forget which episode it was, but he also played a Cardassian on Deep Space Nine.
Really?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
That's
but
a show I haven't seen since it aired, so I couldn't advise to that one.
I'm willing to bet that someone in the audience knows and could probably tell us.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, audience. Bail us out on this one.
Right. Play us out,
Or throw it
Johnny.
in a comment down below. That's fine too.
Oh, so yeah, these people will be missed. I'm sorry.
And they usually come in threes. We're getting like quadruples nowadays.
Yeah.
And we can't even blame COVID anymore. Anyway.
Blame Canada.
With their
I was
hockey
like,
hullabaloo
he's onto
and
something.
that bitch Anne Marie too.
There
You know what? Now I want to go watch the 25th anniversary concert. It's on Paramount Plus, and it is absolutely delightful.
Cool. I
Like
don't
they
think I've
have
seen that.
they have a whole choir doing Kyle's mom is a big fat bitch, and it's just fucking funny.
God damn it,
Uh,
Kyle.
God,
think-
a chorus doing "Shut Your Fucking Face, Uncle Fucker" would be hysterical.
I don't remember if they did that one or not. They probably
Shut
did.
your face, Uncle Fucker.
It was a good long concert, and they've got it on Spotify too. And it's kind of like, oh, this is so good. Chocolate salty balls. That one was fantastic with the choir. Like, wow. And they were all done up really cute too.
course.
Like they were cold in Colorado, but they're out in Red Rock, so I'm sure they weren't fucking cold at all.
Exactly.
All right. Well, let's get to shitty human news. That's enough with the obituaries. One day, my vision is to make like maybe headers for obits. Shitty human news, Marvel, DC, shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We can grow and get professional.
Maybe. Or we
Professional?
could just be our typical crazy nutty ass bitches ourselves.
Us professional? That's like a sign of the apocalypse.
Yeah, bro, like we got an image to maintain here and a reputation to uphold.
Yeah, right. I won't grow up. I won't grow up. I don't want to go to school.
I want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million toys at Toys R Us that I could play with. From bikes to planes to video games.
I was gonna say whips and chains, and anyway,
Wow, different sort of Toys R Us for
Dude.
Kevin.
Did you like set up a satellite glory hole at the BDSM dungeon?
that would be cool.
Maybe, maybe not.
All Turkish bathhouse all day.
Oh god.
God, I'm horny.
Fuck that. I just want John Wick to come in and kill everyone.
There you go.
All right. Let's see here. So, shitty human number one, of course. Harvey Weinstein in the news again. Was
That
found
guy.
guilty again
Good.
for the
Good.
same essay. He wanted a retrial done, cried mistrial on the first one, and was found guilty for the same shit. Probably had a little bit of extra stuff, charges sprinkled on him just for the trouble. At least I hope so. Anyway,
Throw him back in the hole.
you know,
this was them dipping their toes into possibly trying to do retrials, but if it wasn't going to work in New York, it's not going to work anywhere else.
Mm-mm.
They wanted to set a precedent, and it's not working.
And they wanted to set it in New York instead of California.
Yeah, California ain't gonna let him out.
Oh, the judges there are ladies.
Be careful! Don't misgender them, Kevin.
I'm just saying they probably have a bias against a piece of shit like him, rightfully so.
As most people do after learning about his allegations and crimes.
Yeah, and his enablers.
Yep.
The rest of Hollywood.
Acolyte sucks. She loves Star Wars so much. Really?
She was stuck on something.
Mm-hmm. So yes, Harvey's still guilty. We know. In other news, water wet. And Jared Leto.
Oh, God.
This fucking guy again.
We can never escape the vortex of Jared Leto.
No.
Yep. And so we've asked the movie gods, please stop casting him in things. Stop casting him in things. And then we got specific. Stop casting him in things we like.
Yeah, once we got specific, it's like, oh, damn, here we go again.
Yeah, so they put him in Tron. What Gen X nerd baby doesn't love Tron? So let's put him in Tron. Fuck. All right, so we're going to make an actual adaptation of He-Man. We're going to make him Skeletor. But we don't want him as Skeletor.
No.
He has personally sunk every blockbuster film that he has starred in. How long has it been since Suicide Squad came out, at least? Like, he's just sunk the fucking box office, and not in the good way.
Several years. Jeez.
He
was also Blade Runner 2049, but to be fair, he was only in the movie for maybe about like 7 minutes anyway.
Still.
7 minutes too long.
He's acted
he basically played his own self.
Well, and he's also one of those people that uses the excuse, I'm a method actor. I know you're a fucking douchebag. You
He's just
are
on meth. Like, let's be real here.
at least, or mescaline. Lucky fucker.
Take a ticket, take a number, and that's what you're going to get. Because Tron Ares isn't going to make money. Nobody even asked for this movie, especially after Tron Legacy, and I like Tron Legacy. First Tron is the best freaking movie. Be
Well,
fair of,
yeah.
Oh,
and it's a
sure.
classic. So, and then He-Man, Skeletor, like
Oh,
Joker,
God.
we're talking like everything he's done. Just it does not work. Nobody cares.
He's the touch of death.
He really is. Like
But it's Morbin time, guys.
Oh, God. I have not seen that movie. I heard about that line, and
I tried 5 minutes, and I'm like, no.
It
You're
was an
braver
actual
than I am,
line.
Jeff. Yeah, no, that's an actual line from the movie. Gene watched it, got a text going, he fucking said this.
Wow. What a magoo.
Yep.
Huh.
Pretty boy.
I mean, go Sony. I mean, I know that's not on him. That's most certainly a Sony thing, but wow.
I think it even got referenced in a comic book fairly recently. Somebody did that line, and Morbius is like, never say that again.
Oh my god. Self-referential.
Yeah.
How meta.
That's basically him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. So anyway, our disdain for him aside, he actually has charges or allegations against him for SA, and all with minors. And so the big question is here, what's going to happen with these two movies that are one is in production? Like, is Tron Ares already done?
Yes.
But yes. Okay, that's what I thought. He-Man's not done. They're still filming that shit. They need to fucking mass rapido that motherfucker.
Like, yeah, I think they have about 3 more weeks on shooting for He-Man.
Fuck me. You know, he's gonna get fucking popped. He's gonna end up, or before he gets popped, he'll end up pulling a Polanski and heading off to fucking France or something, starting his cult there. He's a damn freak.
Anyway. He's not that good of an actor either.
No, he's not. He's a terrible actor.
Shit.
I don't know why they keep casting him in things. It's completely illogical, unless it's like, hey, you know what? We need a stinker. Let's sink the ship for money.
Hey, let's keep casting this guy and giving him money for whatever reason.
Yeah, like I don't know, but they've cast him as two of some of my favorite villains in entertainment, Joker and Skeletor, and the Joker was just absolute trash.
That was a terrible take on how to do Joker.
Yeah, like the only good thing about him showing up in the Justice League was Batman's retort of saying, "And make no mistake, I will fucking kill you."
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But again, that was the only good part I really liked about Justice League too. But I don't want to see a shitty Skeletor. Like I don't want him to I never wanted his reputation to tarnish He-Man. I love He-Man so much. I loved the Joker so much, and I didn't want him to tarnish the Joker, but he did. And it really was a terrible take on it. Whether that was his choice or not, that was his take, that was his energy, his input, basically. So no, I don't appreciate him as an actor. I don't want him as Skeletor. He could be fucking better than Frank Langella, but I don't want him near something I love so much because he's a child diddler. Now they're going to shelve there's a serious risk of Tron Ares being shelved and maybe He-Man being stopped if he gets arrested. Who knows?
They'll still put the movies out. They did the same thing with the Flash movie.
Oh yeah,
that's true. They just fucking paid a lot of extra money.
And that was put the movie out, but they didn't go on a hype train for it leading into it. So it'll be the same damn thing. They just won't promote as much. and he won't be allowed on press tour.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Like
That's what they'll end up doing.
The Perez lady. Yeah, same issue. All right. Well, speaking of fruitcakes that go on too long, the ordeal with Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni has finally come to an end. A judge has tossed out all the bullshit. She no longer has to deal with his crap, and Disney no longer has to put over all the notes from Ryan Reynolds creating Nice Pool. Goodbye,
It just
Justin.
looked like a text chain from his wife.
Man, go the fuck away. Truly, like, mwah, God bless you. You had your 15 minutes. Go on. We
Had
know
more
they're
than
terrible
15.
people. Yeah, we know they're terrible people. They're just talented and hot, and that's what's they are right now. So you're not gonna be able to ride those coat trains like you want to. No. I don't know. They're probably both in the wrong, so I can't really judge or root for either one. But I don't like his signaling out. That was me. Everyone's going to know that was me. Yes, because you just said that was you. I didn't know who you were until you said I'm the guy that they casted or wrote in
Because
as
they
Nice.
modeled Nice Pool after, yeah.
Yeah, I had no fucking clue until you said that. I would have not known that. I would have thought that's just fucking Ryan Reynolds spoofing himself because he's so beautiful.
That's what
That's
I
what I
thought
thought
it
it
was
was at
anyway. It seemed
first.
totally like him.
Yeah. Like the ultra nice version of Ryan. The anti-Ryan. Really?
12-year-old Ryan.
Yeah, really. With manners.
With manners. With Blake, I've never really been a big fan of hers. There's only one movie I've ever watched of hers that I remotely liked, and it was the comedy called Accepted.
Accepted. I don't think I ever
The
saw
South
that
Harmon
one.
Institute of Technology, baby.
Yeah, I
Just
never
on
saw
lawn.
that.
I saw 47 meters down.
I have not seen that one.
The only thing I ever saw her in was Green Lantern. And
That's right.
She was a horrible Carol Ferris.
Was she Star Sapphire?
She would have been if they kept going.
Yeah. Huh.
But I mean, they were setting it up though, because she had the Star Sapphire logo on her helmet, and her call sign was Sapphire.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Okay, and then that was his girlfriend in there.
Yep,
That's right. I didn't realize that was her.
that was her.
I want to say I need to see that again. No, I don't.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
No.
God, I mean, I used to really love the not Ghostbusters comics. Why did I say that? The Green Lantern comics. Used to love those up until the New 52, and it was just such a horrible adaptation. Not even Clancy Brown voicing the villain could save it.
Too true.
And way too much CG.
Clancy Brown was Parallax?
Clancy Brown was Parallax, and they didn't even do Parallax right.
Yeah, it was a big yellow cloud, not a green parasite thing, right?
Well, yellow parasite.
Is he?
Parallax is the embodiment of fear, so therefore it's this yellow thing.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just thought he possessed Hal and was a green entity type thing.
The only reason it was green in those comics is how it absorbed all the energy from the power battery.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
But no, their Parallax is the entity for the fear core. So he's
Cool.
yellow. The cool one is for the Red Lanterns. It's this like bloody bull. It's really cool looking.
Yeah. I've seen him. I like him too.
The Butcher.
Butcher.
Kombucha.
Okay, I don't know if this is a good transition. Butcher.
Just butcher it already, Kevin.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Candace Cameron was doing a interview,
Fuck this.
Oh my god, I'm reading this. Oh.
I
and
read this article like yesterday.
what's funny is I have heard so many people growing up feed me this line of bullshit, and so I'm reading this and my eye is twitching with like teenage PTSD. And I'm sure you guys have heard the same shit because you guys liked horror films too growing up, and I'm sure people told you that you were like malaligned or maladjusted because you liked it. Well, you really shouldn't watch that. That's going to hurt you.
There's
It's going to make
something
you
wrong with
evil.
you, boys.
Do you want to grow up to do things like that? Well, fuck yeah. I mean, shit. He just threw that guy 30 feet.
Yeah. Knocked his head off with a one punch. Just saying.
Fucking
Go
sick,
torture
y'all.
people in their nightmares? Fuck yeah, sign me up.
Uh-huh. Immortality. That's for me.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, we're bored, kids. But anyhow, she said she does not allow horror films in her house. Her kids are not allowed to watch horror films. People aren't allowed to bring them over or mention them. And she understands how they're made and that they're a story and that it's just a business. It's a whole engine of how the movie gets to be there. But she says it's a portal to evil, and that there is something demonic behind it when they're being made even.
Her and her fucking brother are both just completely off their rockers.
Wackadoodle.
I don't know.
That's a portal I jumped through.
I don't know what portal she's referring to, but the only portal that I know that horror films are, or the only portal that horror films lead to or have ever led me to, is boobies. That's the only goddamn thing. The only portal horror films.
Rock and roll.
I would have found drugs without horror films. Rock and roll, I already found. Well, I found them separately, but they were in the horror films. But again, there have been rap movies. Anyway, that's a whole other subject.
Yeah, we don't need to get Kevin started on the Friday movies. Just saying.
You know what? There's going to be a part 4, and I'm not unhappy about it. Like, they weren't bad movies. As a trilogy goes, they weren't bad. They just get a lot of heat.
After next, baby.
They get a lot of heat because Chris Tucker wasn't in it. Well, you know what? That's okay. They had Mike Epps. It was still funny. But again, I digress. No, Candace, horror films are not portals. It is maybe kids learning to have fun, like Jeff said, get into sex, drugs, and rock and roll, get the endorphins going, learn to go out, fucking sneak around, get butt naked with each other, get drinking, whatever. Get stoned, fall asleep, get whiskey dick, tell everyone you had great sex the next day, tell everyone if she tells anybody that she's a slut, or that she'll tell everyone that she's a slut. Anyway, yeah. It's not a portal.
It is a portal, just not to what she claims it is. It is not demonic. It is a movie.
No.
It's fake. It is not real. There's a reason why they're all overly exaggerated to begin with. And
there are evil things about it, but nothing that isn't created by man. Like you talk about couch auditions. We just talked about Harvey Weinstein. All right, well, let's talk about half of the Dimension horror films. All right. Scream.
just reminds me of when we were kids and they were trying to go after horror movies back then too.
Oh
just
yeah, the whole satanic
never ends.
panic.
Yep. Yeah, it that is absolutely true. And that's why I said at the beginning, this is all rhetoric and rhetoric that we've heard growing up as horror fans. Like, this is going to hurt you. This is going to stain you. You're going to, it's like you're a frog in water and you're comfortable, but you don't realize that you're in a pot and it's not just a pot, but it's on a burner,
hot.
and the burner is getting hotter and hotter and getting the water hotter and hotter, and you're not comfortable anymore, and suddenly it's killing you, it's burning you, you're boiling in it. It's killed you, it's consumed you. You're like, yeah, but it was a tasty stew. No, it's really not that. Like if you are that fanatical about something, that is a sign of mental illness, and you should seek therapy. Enjoy things in moderation. If you are fanatical about anything, it doesn't matter what the fuck it is. It could be Mickey Mouse. Seek therapy. Enjoy it in moderation so you're not going overboard and possibly hurting yourself and others.
MICKEYMOUSE.
Boobs. That's what's for dinner.
Mama.
It's a bit more than I could bear.
Narration.
I'm so sorry, Diana. I got to sit next to her once, and she was so nice and so lovely. I didn't say a damn word, but she's awesome.
Cool.
All right. Another shitty person. Pissy person. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Yeah, don't get peed on by this guy.
Drip, drip, drip. Piss on you.
Drip, drip, drip.
R. Kelly is petitioning for President Trump to pardon him so he is released from prison. Since recently President Trump pardoned the Grizzlies, R. Kelly wants his golden ticket out of the joint too, citing that people are threatening to kill him inside. All right.
And
That's
just
a
give him the
pisser.
baby oil like they asked you to, bro.
Yeah. Like, you better have something on Diddy or Epstein. I don't know, man. Like, something nice about him, but are you really worth it, R. Kelly? Does
I'm
anyone
gonna say
care?
no.
I don't think so. Like, you peed on a 15-year-old girl, man, on video. Your grandma was there. Like, it was gross. Anyway. Who else? Oh. So, yeah, we do have a little update on Hooters. Real American Beer, or the company that owns Real American Beer, has put in a bid to purchase Hooters. And the Hulkster himself has put it out there that he is leading the charge to try to save Hooters. So I'm like, good on you, brother. Get all them blonde chicks that look like your daughter. Arr.
They're going to call it Hulk Hogan's Hollywood Hooters.
Hollywood Hooters. That's funny. And just so everyone knows, I censor checked this one before I wrote it. I apologize in advance. Well, hindsight.
Well, what you gonna do when Hooters run wild on you?
When Hulk Hogan doesn't hire any black chicks for you. Because he's racist. Anyway. People are like, really? Is he? I didn't know. Warner Brothers Discovery, entertainment news. Warner Brothers Discovery has announced that they are splitting into two separate, what would you call it, divisions, Jeff?
They're actually doing a restructure. It's going to be two different companies under one umbrella, but ultimately, two different companies are going to operate on their own infrastructure and budgets.
Yeah, one will be streaming, and one will be global networks like your CNN, TNN Sports, Discovery Plus, good. Fuck all the Discovery stuff. And then the other stuff, the other half is going to be, of course, your WB television, your horror films, things like that. Oh, and WB Games, they haven't shut them down yet.
Not yet.
Give it time.
Well, I know that the Lego Star Wars is probably going to be the last Lego game. That's what I've heard anyway, and that makes me sad.
Aw, poor Lego man.
You know what? Those games have been good to me for 20 years. Fuck you. They're great.
I didn't
And
say anything.
And I'm going to make you watch all those movies too.
I have Lego Batman here and the Lego movie. I got most of the Lego Justice League movies too.
Those are pretty goddamn awesome. They're all awesome. Speaking of awesome, we can start getting into the good stuff now. Everyone's like, why is this shit so depressing or so grim? They always start with SA and death. So,
Kevin.
Earlier, because that's the kind of shit we like. Jesus.
Gotta talk about something.
Right? We don't make the news. People just do that shit. We collect it.
Yes.
Believe me, if we were making the news, we'd be in prison.
Well, you would.
Early reviews for Mortal Kombat 2 are in, and the reviews are good. People are enjoying the action. People are enjoying the fatalities. People are enjoying the comedy, the cameos, all of it. Everyone's saying is really positive, and that makes me happy to hear. Because you didn't hear that so much with the first movie. You heard with the first movie that, yeah, okay, there were some cameos, and it was really violent, and that was good. That was good. But it was also a little cheese. Wasn't quite right. And I guess that kind of did come off that way because they had the main character that wasn't a Mortal Kombat character at all. And he was just a motivator, an engine to get Scorpion to be the main fight character at the end is really what he turned out to be. So, but having Johnny Cage in this, I think is going to be great if he's the main character, rather than the fictional character or the made up character, because they're all fictional. So I don't know. I can't wait to see this. This comes out in what, October, I think?
October, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they're saying people are applauding and cheering certain scenes and certain fatalities, like they just saw Captain America pick up Mjolnir. So it's like, all right, let's see.
Yeah, from what I understand, it's a little bit more comedy, but it's got the action and adventure that was missing out of the first one. And it's just a lot of fun, is what I'm hearing. And that's all I give a damn about. I don't need hardcore drama, seriousness with Mortal Kombat. Leave that for the games. If you're going to do a movie like this, have fucking fun with it. If you're not going to have fun with it, get out of here.
Yeah, kinda. And there are aspects of Mortal Kombat that you can have fun with. And they've done that in all of the movies so far. Like there's been moments where they've been enjoying the fights or climbing up the ladder in certain regards, montages. But I don't know. I didn't dislike the first movie. Or I didn't dislike the first of the reboot.
It was all right.
I compared to the original, I thought that they got the characters so much better in a lot of ways. I don't know if the story was as good as the original, but the original's not very good. It's just nostalgic. Like you could watch it all the time and still be like, oh, it's not that bad.
Until you watch Annihilation, and it's like,
oh god,
nope.
I own it, but I don't watch it. I talk about watching it. Oh, maybe we'll watch that, later on this afternoon.
I tell people to just watch the Mortal Kombat Legacy TV show that they did for YouTube, and then you can find that on Blu-ray too. But the first season of that was pretty damn rad. I thought they nailed it then.
I always just tell people watch the original movie and watch the reboot. Like those are pretty darn awesome and fun movies. And it was a good sign that it was going to be a fun flick when Frank Conniff said that his review of it was cheesy, it was dumb, it was predictable, it was gory, it was violent, and it was fun as fuck.
Yep.
And I was like, I am there 100%. Like Frank doesn't always like the movies that I like. Like he doesn't like Ghostbusters at all. he and Trace are both kind of like, they were kind of like beyond that that point. But anyway, there's not been a time where they've said this is a really goddamn good movie where I saw it and was like, really, guys, that was kind of mid. No, every time they say this is great, like it really is a great flick. So it made me excited to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty fair.
Yeah. Anyway, also with Warner Brothers, James Gunn announced this week that Wonder Woman is getting a movie written right now. They're working on a draft of I don't know what draft, but they're working on a script for a new Wonder Woman reboot. Gal Gadot is not going to be Wonder Woman in this movie. It's going to be a completely fresh start for Wonder Woman.
Good.
I don't know. I didn't dislike the Wonder Woman movie.
The first one was good. 84 was a steaming pile of crap.
Yeah, I was gonna say 84 is don't bother.
No,
Yeah.
84 was just take everything that worked with the first one and yeah, just throw it right out the window.
With a little bit
Well, they
of
let
SA.
Patty Jenkins like have full creative control over the second one, and that was the mistake right there.
I thought that was like absolutely not the case. I thought they took all control away from Patty and said she's got to do this and you got to have that and this has got to happen and it's got. I thought there was more studio involvement with 84 than there was in the first movie. That was my take, or that was my understanding. Oh, it was the opposite. Well then.
Sometimes I don't know. They should have seen the first cut of like Wonder Woman 84 and been like, this may not be the best idea to put this movie out right now. Let's do some reshoots and try and fix this.
Yeah, let's get an ending with an actual battle.
And Pedro as Maxwell Lord was freaking terrible.
Well,
that's our Reed Richards, everybody.
Well, now James Gunn's brother is playing Max Lord, so
he'll do better.
Oh, he will.
In spades, but the thing is it's going to be a completely different character. He will be an unrecognizable character from Superman or from Wonder Woman to Superman.
And he's also Weasel.
They didn't even do the character right in Wonder Woman 84. That was not Max Lord.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Like he was just, I don't know so much about the comic book character, but I heard nothing but like, that's not him. He should be like this, or he's got this history. And I know he's got a very complicated history between being hero and villain or vice versa. And it just didn't come across that way in 84.
Well, he started off as this industrialist who got the Justice League as part of the United Nations. And he was portrayed just as like, you know, a good character. And then when they did not Final Crisis, but Countdown to Infinite Crisis, and then those stories, you find out that he has superpowers. He can control people and has been setting the League up for failure the entire time. And then he goes and he blows out Ted Kord's brains, the second Blue Beetle.
I vaguely remember that. Interesting. I'll have to go back and read that.
Yeah, because they really made him quite a detestable villain. I mean, he even was like mind controlling Superman in one story, and I think this is why they put him in Wonder Woman 84, is because there was an animosity between Lord and Diana because of him controlling Superman, and Wonder Woman on live television snaps his neck.
Cool.
And then at the end of Blackest Night, he gets brought back from the dead by a white lantern ring. So that didn't last long.
Boo. Boo.
But I mean, you can, if you do Max Lord right, he's gonna be one of those villains you love to hate.
Oh, we'll see.
We have a question from UK Gamer, it looks like. Let me put that up there.
It's our structuring to move the companies that are struggling into a single company that they can let shut down. CNN and WB Games being two. With WB Games being part of the streaming service, they can always shut down specific. They're going to now be like divisions. They're on like little sub companies under the streaming banner. So they might close those down specifically. Now, as far as what they're doing with the overall debt, they're putting that all on the cable networks. So if CNN tends to tank and go down the drain, oh darn, there went a portion of that debt because we had to close down CNN or we had to sell it off. Somebody wants to buy CNN, they then acquire the debt associated with CNN. So there are other companies that have done this before. They're only really kind of allowed to do this like once though, so they can't do this again.
Didn't that happen on one episode of Superman, Lois and Clark?
I think so.
Like someone fucking tried buying. Yeah, it was the other billionaire, not Lex, but the other guy trying to come in and buy the Daily Planet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, gross. They're taking a anyway. Yeah, not like
able to
WB
do
to take
this.
their old Superman stories.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But it also has to get approved by regulatory. So
Yeah, they got to go through.
it's not
the,
necessarily a done deal.
Yeah, I think they have to go through the Securities and Exchange Commission and probably the FCC.
Yep, it's got to be approved by pretty much everybody, and likely it'll happen. But then they're not allowed to do this ever again.
Wow, that's amazing that you could sell something that has a debt.
Well, what they're trying to do is to make one company look a little bit better off, even though it's the same company.
Yeah, no, I dig it. Huh.
But you never know with cable TV if that starts coming back around and all these streaming services are busting at their bubbles. There is potential it could turn around and they could reduce that debt. It really depends on what's going to happen with standard cable TV. But nobody's really watching cable TV anymore.
I don't want to go back to cable, y'all. I like streaming. Like I
don't like all the different apps, but
no,
if you don't want that, you just get YouTube TV. Boom, there you go.
Yeah, that's true. All right, let's see. Oh, Superman reviews. I can't see this one. I got to blow it up. My old ass can't see.
New DCU details from James Gunn. He's writing a follow-up to Superman, but it's not a straight-up sequel. Superheroes have existed for 300 years. Okay. There's no Justice League yet. Post-credit scenes won't tease future projects unless it really works. Learn from his Marvel mistakes.
Was that his mistake or was that the studio's mistake? Come on, James.
Probably
I think that's more of a Marvel thing than a him mistake. So
that's what I'm. Yeah. I'm not disliking everything I keep hearing about Superman. I mean, I know there are little rumors here and there that people are saying it was an absolute stinker. I think that's the shit that you're hearing about the Snyder dorks right now, who are even petitioning people going out to see the movie and then post spoilers, because if people get a spoiler or see a spoiler, they're less likely to go out and see the movie. That's what they learned from the Thunderbolts. Oh shit, it's the new Avengers, and then it lost money. No one went to go see it because they spoiled it. Oh fuck. Well, okay. Well, let's do that to this movie. Like, these little review bomb nerds are savage.
Oh yeah. It works both ways too.
Get a life, people. Play video games. Learn to masturbate. It's fun.
Find the hub if you really need it.
Get a girl. Get a man. Get a pillow. Get a hobby. But get a life.
Get a body pillow.
Ooh la la.
Go visit the glory hole.
Yeah. 1-800-4-KEV.
But come with your dollars, bitches. Oh,
but bump.
I want. I want that on a T-shirt and patented.
Hey, if you make it,
Copyright
we'll
that
put it
shit.
in our merch store. We do have a merch store, everybody. So
Come with your dollars.
I should actually have that.
Sometimes I say naughty things. Speaking of coming with dollars, here is
Woohoo, Kevin, baby. Getting us hot and bothered over here.
That's
the
not
latest popcorn fuck it.
That's not butter in the popcorn either.
That's your own special recipe.
Golly, I'm not even going to go there with the bestiality thing.
Please don't. YouTube does not like that.
We've already passed 7 minutes. They're not listening anymore. I can say whatever I want.
Hey, nobody else is either. So
this is actually kind of cool. This is a completely 3D. I don't know exactly how big this is, but it really looks really cool. It goes all the way around. It's only got popcorn in the front, but whatever. Most popcorn buckets are not very big.
unless it's the
And
Galactus one.
I don't even think that one's going to be very big.
17 inches tall.
But it holds how much popcorn? About this much. The same amount as this fucking dog bowl is going to hold here.
Don't lie. You're going to get that dog bowl one. I know you are.
No, I almost got the one for my kid for Dogman.
Oh, okay.
Which I think this is almost the same thing. I think. Hello. Hi, Jen. Thank you for joining.
Yes. Welcome aboard.
I don't dislike the dog bowl for Superman. I love that they're trying to
It should say crypto.
It probably should, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or be red and have crypto in white or yellow across it. Something a little bit more for him. This is very plain, but that's Warner Brothers for you. Everything in '89 was black with the gold Batman logo on it. That was as fucking flashy as it got. So, in all standards, this is a little bit flashier, I guess. I don't know. It's not the worst. It's not the worst.
Nah.
But here is the complete list that I was able to find for all the Superman swag.
Okay.
So this is everything that we've seen on the show so far for the last 2 or 3 weeks, plus a few extra things from like Alamo. I hadn't seen the Alamo bucket yet.
Superman cake batter cookie dough blizzard at Dairy Queen. Ooh.
Fucking gluten.
Well, some of the Cinemark stuff looks pretty okay, actually. Kind of standard, but I like it.
Yeah. Regal also looks kind of
I like their soda cup that looks like the Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Where is that one?
Oh, and down in the middle on the bottom.
Cool. That does look neat. I like that.
Yeah.
That one I will try to get. But I don't really know about the popcorn buckets themselves. Like the one where it looks like he's heating up the popcorn kettle itself looks neat. But I don't know. Like none of these really, really impress me.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's better than most of the stuff that I've seen put out lately. Like they had some really neat stuff for Wolverine and Deadpool, but other than that popcorn bucket, like it was not all that in a bag of chips for anything else. No, I'm sorry, I take it back. There was a head pull cup. That was pretty cool.
That's true.
Yeah.
I have like the Mario cup from the movie that came out like 2 years ago. And the most recent thing is I have the Nosferatu popcorn tin I showed off recently. The only other thing I got is a Mario popcorn bucket from Universal Studios. But that's
cool.
I'll grab that.
Riveting podcasting.
Yes.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
Ba-da-bum. So it's like a little pail. It's cute. It was cheap. It works.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So
And then dig this. They lit up
Oh,
the Empire
yeah.
State Building.
that's cool.
That was really cool.
I would probably get goosebumps and get misty-eyed if I saw this in person.
Oh, I totally would.
And then they did the same thing in the tower. And I was like, wow.
London Bridge is falling down. This
Wow.
Ultraman crushed it.
I'm still hoping that's Bizarro. And they
we'll see.
They put out an up-close picture of the guy, and everyone thought it was Lobo because there was long hair and a beard. It's most certainly not Lobo.
No.
No, it's not.
And they're trying to guess whether or not it's Cavill or not. It's not going to be Cavill. It might be Cavill, but not. I don't know. He was approached to do something by James Gunn in this new universe, but they ended that conversation publicly at that point. That was immediately after the news dropped that James Gunn was now in charge. So we don't know if and when Cavill's going to be back. He should be, just like Momoa is going to play Lobo. Anyway, but I'm hoping for Bizarro. But I don't know that we're going to get a good Bizarro. I don't know.
And it'll probably be a clone and he gets beat up to hell and he turns into Bizarro.
That's what I'm.
And if they're doing Ultraman, are they doing the Earth 3 version, or is this somebody who just they're making to be like?
That's the big question.
Character? Yeah.
Wasn't Ultraman the bad Superman of Earth 3?
Yeah, that's exactly what he was. He was the bad Superman of Earth 3.
Yeah, like he was the head of the Injustice Gang.
Or
not Injustice
no, he was
Gang.
the head of the crime syndicate.
Yep. Yes, thank you. Yeah, L-Man and the rest of those guys.
And Superwoman, Power Ring.
That's right. I kicked their ass on Lego DC superheroes. No, super villains. That's right. You have to fight them in part 4. Basically, it's Lego Batman 4, the best one.
All right.
Yeah, that's my shameless shill.
Shilling.
Speaking of shilling, here's a first look at Mr. Miracle, an animated series that Tom King is.
What the hell is this?
Oh,
that is Mr. Miracle and his wife.
Mr. Miracle and Big Barda.
Yep.
They come from the fourth world, from Apocalypse and New Genesis.
Yeah, they're the part of the New Gods, aren't they?
Yeah. And Barda had been one of Darkseid's female Furies, and then she fell in love with Mr. Miracle.
Oh, that's right. She wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
She was part of Granny Goodness's troops, wasn't she?
Yeah. She was one of the female Furies, and Scott, that's Mr. Miracle. They hit it off. Escaped to Earth. He learned from an escape artist, and that was the start of it.
I need to go back and watch the Justice League episodes that they're in, because I remember those being pretty damn interesting.
I mean, I remember some of the old like Justice League International era stories that they had Mr. Miracle in, and he was just fun to read.
Yeah. But I was never a fan of the New Gods. Like, I'm so iffy on Kirby. Like, I love him, I respect him, but fuck, was he on acid for some of the shit that he wrote and some of the stuff he came up with. Like, come on, y'all, think about Galactus for a moment. think about Big Barda and Miracle Max here. Like, Jesus Christ, the man was on drugs. He was truly on drugs when he was let to do his own thing. But it was beautiful work, completely beautiful. But it's just I never I never got it. That was part of the DC thing. The New Gods is just, it never grabbed me. And I think that's why I gravitated towards Marvel more than DC, because the big bad of DC is one of the New Gods.
Yeah, Dark Side. I mean, the first introduction I had was in the later seasons of the Super Friends,
Yeah.
because they started doing more stuff with the New Gods characters, and you had Frank Welker doing his Dr. Claw voice for it.
Yeah. And then they had, that's where they had Calabac and Desaad, right? Yeah.
Desaad, voiced by the late great Rene Auberjonois.
Really?
Yep. And when they brought in the Fourth World characters for Superman the Animated Series, he came back.
Really?
Yeah, when they
No
got
shit.
when they got Michael Ironside to voice Darkseid.
He just took a picture in Metropolis, Illinois, standing next to the Superman statue.
Cool.
Yeah.
He was a damn good Darkseid, though.
I didn't realize he was Darkseid. I'm totally down to go watch that. I never watched Superman the Animated Series. I never did. I was always a huge Batman fan, and I watched Batman religiously. But Superman came after the fact, and I just was like, meh, I don't care. And
I preferred Justice League and Justice League Unlimited over the Superman series.
Like, I appreciated all the characters, and I'm glad that they all transitioned over to Justice League and Justice League Unlimited too. Like Perry and Lois and all those other characters. I like that they kept them along. You didn't really see Alfred or much of the Bat family, but you did see a lot of Superman.
You couldn't see a lot of the Bat family because when they were doing Unlimited, that's when they had that other Batman show starting, The Batman.
Oh,
so they had a moratorium on a lot of the Bat family characters. The only time they showed Alfred was in the three-parter Starcrossed, and there was one episode where they there was like some superhero fight club that was in Bloodhaven. And then you see Nightwing in silhouette, but that's the only other time you see anybody from the Bat family.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
Weak.
Oh, it was stupid as shit. I would love to have seen, Nightwing interacting with the League and, just shit talking Batman to the Flash. Actually, that would have been cool, having Nightwing and the Flash hanging out, because those two are like BFFs.
Oh, him and Wally?
Him and Wally, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Dick was Wally's best man.
I didn't know that.
Yep. Oh yeah, those two were like they're almost like brothers.
Is that a George Perez thing?
I believe it is.
Yeah, I reckon so. That's pretty cool.
A Wolfman and Perez thing.
Yeah. Anyway, more on the Warner Brothers side of news. There's going to be a delay of not just Godzilla and King Kong, but also the Legend of Zelda movie.
I didn't even know there was one.
Yes, there's going to be a new Legend of Zelda live action movie, which the rumor is constantly swirling that Hunter Schafer?
He's not getting cast.
No.
That was debunked. His own agent put that information out.
No, that's really just people trying to stir the pot. And that's honestly, that's awesome sauce for Schafer, because that's getting their name out there, and there's no bad publicity. People are making themselves look fucking stupid online, but what else is new? That's the internet.
Yeah. That's just a day ending in Y.
Yes.
Another news, water is wet, everybody.
And the sun is bright.
Crime wave in Gotham. So they've pushed back Godzilla and Kong Supernova to March 26th of 2027. The real news that I'm taking out of this is that the title of the movie, Not that the movie so much exists or that it's been pushed back another year or so, but the subtitle of the movie is Supernova.
Sounds
Like,
dumb.
It
Mecha
does.
Godzilla.
It does, because all I'm thinking of is a King Kong supernova in the
Oh
sky.
God, no, no earworms. No.
How many monsters go and change?
Stop it.
Oh my God.
I'm not even sorry.
No, I know
We
you're
know you're
not.
And then this is so horrible. I talk shit about it so much because it's my job, but I respect both men slightly. James Gunn has confirmed that he will be looking at the script for the Batman Part 2 soon. Good for you. Good for you. So yeah, they did this with Joker too, and it didn't work out well. Like they should probably get the fuck on this guy's shoulders and take a peek at what he's doing. Like, I'm sorry, is he that much of a fucking artist that he needs a year and some months to seclude himself to write the perfect sequel?
He's been dealing with personal issues.
Well, you could have stopped me like 10 seconds ago and said that.
Nope. I wanted to see how far you're going to go.
You fuck.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry,
Well, the big
Mr. Reed.
problem is it doesn't fit James Gunn vision for Batman and what they're doing.
Yeah.
And so it's like,
And
this
that's
is a
good.
carryover from their previous regime. So it's like, well, what do we do? And then Penguin ended up being a hit. So, and at this point, this is what people are more excited for than the Bat family. And we are getting introduced to like freaking his kid with Talia. It's like, Damien, really? We're going straight to Damien. Wow. Okay.
Huh.
So this is Matt Reeves' universe, and this is probably going to get finished up before they ever do anything else. But this is probably the last Batman movie we're going to get, though.
You mean the Batman movie?
Of the Batman movies, yeah.
Yeah, that, and I'm good with that. I
mean, Matt wants to do a trilogy. I doubt we're going to get a trilogy, though. It's probably just going to be this, and then maybe one more season of the Penguin or something related, and then that's it.
You got to pay taxes. Of course he wants to do a trilogy. Shit. You got to pay taxes from the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't bring back
shit.
Catwoman.
No, dude, no. She got HPV.
She was way too freaking tiny. God.
Well, isn't she supposed to be?
Kravitz? She did not look like fucking like Selena Kyle like at all.
No, and nobody but fucking my tongue is not working tonight. I apologize to everyone.
Is that what
you
you
got
said?
tongue tied at the glory hole?
Glory hole?
Yeah, man. I
chatted me.
I had to call in sick from work today. I
Okay,
can't.
Just wasn't working as well as it usually does.
I told you the Novocaine was a bad idea.
But you didn't say anything about lidocaine.
Oh fuck! It's just, you know what? I'm not going there. I thought you knew, man.
Now you know.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
Now it hurts. So, along in Batman news, former Commissioner Gordon, Gary Oldman, has been knighted by King Charles.
Yes.
He is
There we
now
go.
Sir Gordo of Gotham. Damn good cop, too.
Damn good.
Good for you,
Sup,
Gordo.
Kristen?
No, that's actually really cool news, and that makes me happy to hear. He's
well deserved.
Well deserved. Like, I don't know that he'll get the respect he deserves from the Oscar Academy, but to be knighted, to be such a prominent actor that you're knighted by the king, then neat.
I liked him in Leon the Professional. That was my
Yeah.
introduction to him. That and that airline movie he was in. God, which one was that?
Air Force One.
There. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, that was a good one too.
That was your guys' introductions?
Mine was Dracula.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby.
And I've only ever seen part of that movie.
Yeah, I mean, and he took that role because of the line, you know, I have crossed gulfs of time to find you. That's the only reason he took the role, is because he wanted to say that line.
I mean, okay. Not because it was an iconic picture. Like, you should have known that going in. But
Well, he knew that, but he was going through some alcoholism back then too, I think.
Well, but he got cleaned up.
Oh no, yeah, he totally got sober. Because he and Winona Ryder did not get along during that movie. They're fine now,
Oh yeah.
but 30 years ago, God, they couldn't stand each other.
in which one?
In Dracula, him and Winona Ryder.
Really?
Yeah.
Was she a turd and he a professional, or?
Well,
He
he was
fancy?
he was dealing with substance abuse,
Oh,
and I think she had some other issues of her own.
well, she was a kid too at that point, wasn't she? She was only 20 something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
22 maybe. Anyway,
I think so.
young enough for me to be like, "Ooh, Lydia's hot," because that's how I see people.
Yes, you do.
So Ghostbusters Day was last Sunday, but they celebrated it Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
At Hook and Ladder 8 anyway. And so I figured, well, let's collect some of the pictures that they took from Hook and Ladder 8. So Jason Reitman showed up, McKenna Grace, and goddamn, I'm just about to
Carrie
lose Carrie.
Coon.
Thank you. I was going to say, I'm about to lose Carrie's name as I say it. And I just thought this was really cute. Like, Carrie and Jason came in costume. Jason's costume is well worn and says Spangler. I think it's the costume that his dad wore.
It's the one that his dad wore when he was doing body doubling for Egon.
Okay,
in Afterlife.
That's what I'm guessing, because it looks quite worn.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And Carrie didn't wear a bra. So that was
a little chilly that day.
Yep.
Yeah, it rained.
Yes, it did.
Yes, it did.
It was pouring buckets on everybody there.
Oh God, I just got Sister Rosetta Tharpe stuck in my head. Boobs.
Word of the day, everybody.
Didn't it rain? I'm going to hell. Oh, speaking of which, Ghostbusters, not hell, but maybe. They are talking about and describing the animation to the new Ghostbusters cartoon as something you've never seen before. This is going to be Ghostbusters like you've never seen it before. And people are really excited for that. As Justin,
I'm
the
nervous.
Shills are really pushing this shit. God, I sound like Justin and I hate myself. But
wow.
I love you, dude. So I can't agree with this. Every time someone has said this is the thing you love, like you've never seen it before, it is 100% of the time turned out to be crap. And I don't like it. And I don't.
That's why I'm nervous.
Yeah,
Extreme Ghostbusters, let's go.
Yeah, and people really liked this Extreme Ghostbusters, but it was not for me.
It had its moments. I mean, when they did that episode combining Goosebumps with Hellraiser, that was good.
Interesting.
Oh, I remember that one now.
I never liked the animation compared to the original.
It was a
True.
different animation studio.
Yeah.
It was a completely different decade and style and everything.
Extreme.
Yeah,
It was
it
the 90s.
did not resonate with me. And you can get the Extreme Ghostbusters shell packs on Spirits Unleashed, and it's like, no, that's okay. I'll get the real Ghostbusters and the cardboard, and I'm good. Yep, thank you.
Yeah, I did not like the way they updated the equipment. I especially hated the circular trap.
Yeah, it looked stupid. It looked really stupid. The PKE meter looked stupid.
Well, with the electrodes.
Yeah, I didn't care for it really at all. But I'm sure the stories were fine, and that's the rub, and that's where I'm kind of like, oh shit. Well, Kev, you miss out.
And hey, they had Maurice LaMarche back voicing Egon.
And Frank was back as Slimer too, wasn't he?
No, it was Billy West.
Really?
Oh, Billy.
So
Wow.
what happened is they had told West that Frank had opted out,
Mm-hmm.
and turns out they lied to him.
Oh, so
Yeah,
he wouldn't have taken that had he known.
Yeah, had he known that, he wouldn't have taken it. Now they did bring back Frank, and then also Dave Coulier, and then Buster Jones, who took over as the voice of Winston after Arsenio got too busy with the show. But for the 2-part finale, they had the originals back.
Interesting. UK gamer Billy West is Fry from Futurama and Stimpson J.
Stimpy.
Cat. Yep.
And in later seasons, he was also Ren after they got rid of John Kricfalusi.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that happened. Oh, while the original run was going.
In the original run, yeah.
I forgot about that till you brought it up. I'm like, holy shit, that's right.
And in Futurama, he's also Farnsworth, Zoidberg, Zap Brannigan. Just a lot of characters.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Put that man to work.
Oh, the dude is just versatile.
Yeah. And if you follow him online, he's super cool. Like he's super down to earth.
He is
a giant child. He and Paul Dini both take pictures together and do shit together all the time. And those are just the people that I love from my childhood that I still follow as an adult, and like I love them. So, but moving along with the Netflix series, this is going to be part of Netflix's new family block that they're doing. So I'm glad that this is going to get some attention. That tells me that they're going to put some marketing spotlight on Ghostbusters. But I'm still really nervous about the Ghostbusters like you've never seen it before, because this has a very firmly planted fan base. And we've seen what happens when you flick that fan base from what they like, or from what they're used to, and it doesn't respond well. And that was a rift that still felt in the fan base. And it's an ugly rift. It really is. But they made it. They chose to do it. And unfortunately, the internet has to live with it.
Choices were made.
I think it's the best movie ever. Well, you're a fucking it. Anyway. Nincompoop. All right. So, Disney news. Let's get on to the Disney news. I didn't want to say this in the last 2 weeks because there were no actually confirmed numbers that were printed from Variety or anybody like that, or Deadline. But Thunderbolts did not do well enough at the box office. It did very well as far as people going out to the movies and going to see it. Like, it made a lot more money than anything else has this year. But it did not do well enough to cover its production cost and its marketing. The marketing on it was so fucking huge that it wasn't able to cover it. It made a profit as far as making more than what it cost to make it, but not to market it. And you're like,
Well, it
golly,
hasn't made any money at all, period. So
no. So they're still working on that. Hopefully, DVD sales or maybe if they start pushing their physical media, maybe those sales will, start pushing that shit a little bit further.
worldwide, it's at $378,445,032.
Well, that's better than what I thought, but it's still like they're over the 400 mark that they need to get. It's like less than 450, but I know that they're over the 400 million mark when it came to marketing with it. We lost money.
Yep.
We pay for so many fake mark. You know what? Those were not fake reviews. They were AI generated. You know what? And the AI generated reviews, those aren't fake. Those are taken from other comments that people have made about certain things, and they just rearranged it and utilized it in regards to Thunderbolts because AI is a good tool.
For now.
People got mad at me this week because we decided to ban AI images in the Madzerback group and the Dumb Industries group.
Oh.
No, I saw that and I am in full agreement with you.
Well, I mean, it's a good choice. I don't support AI.
Skynet is taking note.
Well, there's that, but it's a way for corporations to steal art styles.
Mm-hmm.
And art styles are very personal. And it gives someone without talent the opportunity to make a picture and call it art, their art. And it's not. They're just bending images that are stolen from somebody else's picture to fit their idea. Or they put in an idea and this robot gets the pictures and rearranges them to fit whatever the vocal cue was. It's not, you're not making art. You are not a digital content creator. You're not doing anything. You're putting words into a funnel, putting them into a blender basically, and pouring it out and seeing what the juice tastes like. It's not. And there are so many wonderful artists within the Misty community and the Maddies and the Riftraxians that it's wrong to subject their art into a world of AI to have it stolen. So no, I don't want it in our group. And the other group attendees didn't want it in the group. But there was literally two people that are kind of like, well, you're limiting my ability to be an artist. No, you have the
take
same
art lessons.
You have the same ability as an artist now that you had without AI. So you are the same artist now that you were this time last year. If you're still not an artist between last year and now, well, then you were never an artist. You're just not. I'm sorry. Well, you're just a layman and you don't understand. It's not a bad thing. No, it is.
Don't hold back, Kevin. Tell them how you really feel.
I hates it. Stand up for artists.
Starving artists.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck them. You know what? They need to get better as an artist. That's what they need to do. They wouldn't be so goddamn starving. So sorry. I'm going to go to hell.
Yes, you are.
So runtimes for the Avengers movies, which I find this extremely funny because they don't even have a finalized script for the fucking first movie.
Yeah, this is just pure guessing.
Yeah. Is going to be 2.5 hours runtime for the first movie and 3 hours for Secret Wars. All right. I think that's kind of a bad idea. I mean, I would do them both at 3 hours. Otherwise, you're going to be rushing a lot of shit with Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
A lot of shit, like who he is, why he is, what he's doing, fighting him, losing to him, and then whatever's going to be set up for your next phase before Secret Wars occurs. I don't know.
Doctor Doom is somebody you build to, like you did with Thanos for like 20 movies. Have him constantly in the background, screwing around, doing his thing, and then you build to it. And it's like, well, nope, we're just going to show him into just one, maybe two movies, and that's going to be that.
He is the leader of a country, an entire fucking country with
Latveria.
technology on par with Wakanda. So the fact that he's not moving and shaking political environment is dumb. It's a waste. You know, that was one of the things that Stan said that he loved so much about him, was it wasn't so much he was just a villain. He was a political figure. He could do all this shit, but had diplomatic immunity.
Yeah, he could get away with everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're like, wow, all right, then that's interesting. Turns out it's not actually illegal to fucking try to raise the devil to reach your mother in hell and take over the world.
No, they just do that for Ironheart when we get Mephisto.
Yeah, apparently she's going to be able to control magic.
Did she have that ability in the comics?
That's exactly what I read in the comments, and I don't know the answer. I don't think so.
No, that seems like something they decided to do on their own.
I don't know. It's because they're trying to force magic. Like, I don't know. And everyone's like, yeah, teched up wizards, let's go.
No.
No. Because science is just magic that's fucking explained. Remember? That's what Thor said, dumbass. Oh, wait, I didn't pay attention. That doesn't matter anymore. We're in a new era.
New poster.
Let's see here. Now, this was interesting. Chris Evans said that he was very sad to not be on the set of Avengers Doomsday with all of his old friends. Sure, Jan.
Sure, Hydra.
So, golly, thanks for letting us know that everyone else is already there. Like Chris and Robert, sure, but you know, is Mark there? Oh, I guess so. Did they already announce that Ruffalo was going to be there? I guess they did, didn't they?
I don't think he's going to be in Doomsday. If he is, it's going to be very minimal because he's going to be in the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah,
and that is technically taking at the same time that Doomsday is going to be taking time at. But Spider-Man 4 is coming out first.
Yes, they've now changed that to be a prelude to Doomsday rather than the middle point. So, okay.
Well, that's because they had to delay Doomsday. They don't have a finished script.
They had to delay Doomsday and they had to rework Spider-Man. I think reworking Spider-Man and delaying Doomsday kind of switched how they were going to affect Spider-Man in the black suit going across those three movies. So I think we're going to get a very Earth and street-based superhero movie. We're going to get an Avengers movie, and then we're going to get a rushed-in black suit Spider-Man in the next Avengers movie.
Great.
We'll get Venom back. Maybe not the same Eddie Brock, but we'll get Venom back.
This whole thing is just a complete shit show.
It has become that, yes. And it sucks because, golly, just a few years ago, like any MCU movie, like I was there, with the exception of Captain Marvel. Like I loved that shit. They were all fantastic. And it's once they got done with the contracts, they're just like, we're rearranging everything. Fuck y'all. And quality just went right down the tubes.
Poof.
I mean, really, Endgame, I think they should have just quit while they were ahead. But, you know, money talks, bullshit walks, and what do I know?
And Disney's losing money.
What they should have done is pause and start developing Fantastic Four and X-Men. They didn't need to carry on with the side characters. They're like, oh shit, let's get all the B and C listers and let's make, shows about them that'll lead into movies about this. And it's like, they are not strong enough to lead a show. They are not strong enough to lead a movie. It's not gonna work.
Well, it also
And
presents a lot of required viewing for people that do not care about that.
There is that also. Like, not a lot of people wanted to go watch Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like,
I didn't, and I still haven't.
It's not that bad. It's not. It's like character-wise, it's pretty interesting. Like it's fun, but it's not all that in a bag of chips. Like,
Ooh, chips.
I like chips. It wasn't as good as WandaVision was at all. It was incredibly way too long. Like, out of any of the Marvel shows that could have been 6 episodes, this is it. I don't know. Like, it brought you Wyatt Russell, and I think that was the good part about it.
They'll be doing something more with him. I'm pretty sure about that.
I hope so. He's a good actor.
Very.
And if he could make John Walker an interesting character, fucking right on, because he was completely unlikable in Falcon and Winter Soldier, and it was perfect. Fucking perfect. Not a bad guy, but not remotely likable whatsoever. And you're just like, wow, he totally nailed that character. He got the spirit of John Walker and put it on film and did a great job. And again, you're not supposed to like it. And whether people realize that or not, like they finally got it come seeing him in Thunderbolts. Like, oh shit, he did really well this time. No, he did really well both times. You're just enjoying it more now. Or used to it at this point. I don't know. Or maybe he was written better. I don't know. But Walker's always an asshole. Like in the comics, in the movies, like that's just his thing. Kind of like Hawkeye. Hawkeye's kind of always an asshole in the comics. The fact that he's like a smooth character in the MCU is completely because Barton or
Renner.
Yes, Renner's just a cool person in general. So they couldn't make him asshole-ish. Or he could. No, I guess he could play asshole-ish if he wanted to, but
he could play it if you wanted to.
Yeah, he's not a bad actor at all. But I think he's a legitimately good guy, and yeah, I think he's a legitimately good person, and that just kind of rolled along with the character in the movie or in the series. So anyway, so then the new Fantastic Four movie is getting a new director. Oh, I'm sorry, Incredibles 3. The Fantastic Five movie. Yes. Peter Sohn, the director of Elemental, is going to be directing Incredibles 3. I still haven't seen Incredibles 2. I have not. And
it's okay, I guess.
Not as good as the first one.
Yep.
But they're not bringing back Brad Bird. That does not bode well.
Was he's writing it? First two?
He wrote and directed the first two.
Oh, then why not direct?
He probably does. Well, he doesn't really like Disney.
Oh, that'd do it.
They've screwed with him too much, in his opinion. So.
I do not blame him.
Yep.
No, goddamn, they fuck with everybody at this point. Scarlett's a national treasure, man. I'm still taking that personal.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but speaking of treating people like shit, they are bringing Ron Clements out of retirement to mentor a new set of animators and directors on how to make a Disney classic.
It's a little late now.
They shit on him after, oh gosh, I'd say after Aladdin. No. After Hercules. They kind of dropped the ball with him, and he retired, and that's great. But really, that's where the Disney classics, most people say, stopped. and like your Disney princess type movies stop being relevant. I disagree. I say Princess and the Frog was phenomenal and on par with his movies. But that's where it stops, right there. Like they tried taking over with Pixar movies. Everything needed to be CGI, and these type of movies weren't on Disney's list anymore, and it's really sad. And now I don't know. Maybe they're kind of like shit. Maybe if we go back to this guy knows what to do. Like he worked in the Eisner years.
He knows how to play the games.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, and because all of these are phenomenal movies. Like none of these are a bad picture that he's put out, and I would love to see more of his type of pictures, or to see people learn how to do what he did back in the 90s, because those movies back in the late 80s and the 90s were truly spectacles. Those were Disney classics in the making, and it was cool to live through them, like be part of living history. And I don't know that we're going to get that again with Disney, and hopefully this is a sign that we could.
Yeah, Disney.
Losers.
Get your shit together.
Morons!
Speaking of morons and phonies, they had a screening of George Lucas's original print of Star Wars. And Justin, if you want to hop on the show at any given point in time to gripe about this, by all means, brother, bring it. But Kathleen Kennedy attended this, so they can call it an official viewing. And she got to see for the very first time George Lucas's original vision of Star Wars. And she said that she'd never seen it before. And the first thing that popped...
Please don't lie to me.
No, I believe her. I believe that was the first time that she'd ever seen George Lucas's original Wars.
I know.
Because the first thing I could think of was, duh!
This is how you do Star Wars, lady. Hey.
Fucking moop. Hello, Levi. What do we have next? I can't see, so we'll just go in blind. Oh, mom and dad joined forces. So Disney and Universal are suing, what's the name of the company? I can't see. Jeff, Midjourney, an AI company called Midjourney, which is just, like I said, absorbing so much fucking art and allowing people to put out their own images that are unlicensed. And they are taking likenesses of Disney, Marvel, Universal, Nintendo characters, all things that are owned by the parent companies of Disney and Universal and shit. So they are joining forces and both suing this company and putting out an immediate cease and desist of their app to be able to do what it's doing, I guess. And the company basically said, fuck you, and kept it out there.
Well, the thing is, they're monetizing the content, so they're trying to make money off of this. If they weren't doing that, this would not even be happening. Because Disney and Universal would be like, "Hey, as long as you're not making money and stealing from us in that way, whatever." But no, they're raking in money. Look at YouTube channels that do AI trailers and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Oh, it's getting
many
fucking
views
horrible.
and how much money they're just rolling in, and when all you got to do is like maybe a couple hours of like chatting with the system to be like, hey, I want Darth Vader versus Doctor Doom.
Yeah. Having an idea is not art.
Yep.
Yeah. Make me this. It sucks ass. And it's lazy. Anyway, happier news. Finally, my two front teeth are coming in. The sequel to my favorite Christmas movie, Violent Night is coming out next holiday season, December 4th, 2026.
Right on.
So fucking
Nice.
excited. David Harbour dropped a hint saying that they were going to be able to make an announcement soon that he couldn't say that there was a sequel, but he said they're going to have an announcement about it soon. Yeah. So there it is. It is happening. It is confirmed, and it does have an official release date. Let's cross our fingers that Universal keeps to that. Sons of bitches.
Oh, they probably will. This is not an expensive movie to make. Yes, there is CGI in it, but a lot of the stuff was relatively practical.
Yeah.
And that's what made the movie work as well as it did. And I'm a fan. I'm eager to see this.
I don't know why we're the only people that like this fucking movie.
I know, like our freaking movie review on our channel is just like, man, nobody watched it, but everybody who did actually really liked it.
I don't even know that 48 people have liked that shit yet or watched it. So,
Let me check. Violent Night. Let's see.
13.
Analytics.
Drum roll.
Yeah, 46 views.
Woo! I'm over.
And bro, we had a blast doing that freaking movie.
Yes, man. Like, god damn. I had not had that much fun watching a Christmas movie since Krampus.
Right.
And Krampus was the first time I'd had fun watching a Christmas movie since Scrooged. So what's that tell you?
Well, in all honesty, it's one of the least watched movie reviews we've done.
Yeah. But fuck
the
people.
comparison, Freddy versus Jason is at around 500 views. So,
which thank you, everyone. Thank you. And
it was pretty rad.
I am fucking gobsmacked is what I am, because I sat there like, how did I ever like this picture? What's wrong with me? Am I damaged people? I enjoyed this. I'm a relatively intelligent person. Why am I enjoying this? Anyway. Because it's got boobies and Freddy.
Yep.
Katie Izzy. Right, Zach? Say her name. Say it.
Say it.
I got a message from Zach making sure that I mentioned Catherine, and I had to assure Zach that yes, I took a moment at the end of the review or before we got to the bad to say yes, there was one more thing that was worth exceptionally mentioning about that picture. Catherine Isabel. She just kicks ass. Should have been the lead.
That's what I was saying. Damn straight, brother.
All right. So, you guys want to hear a miracle?
Sure.
Let's hear
a miracle.
Oh, yeah.
A series of miracles. So, this is not AI. Not AI. This is the sort of thing you would think would be AI, but this is the official teaser poster of Spaceballs 2 that Josh Gad put out this week. And it's got a busted helmet of Lord Vader, and in that helmet is a reflection of Lone Star's Winnebago flying away. And there's a Band-Aid on the crack to the helmet. So this was
ouchless, Kevin.
It is. Well, I don't know if they could afford the ouchless. They only had
Amazon.
They only had the adhesive ones. So this is kind of like, yay, Gen X happiness. And there's no happiness like Gen X happiness. Trust me, boomers, you are a hateful group of motherfuckers. And millennials, you guys are just ignorant. You just don't know. But Gen X, we had a lot of fun and a lot of happiness. And that happiness truly peaked around Spaceballs. It peaked a few times, but Spaceballs was one of those monolith pinnacles, you know? And I'm super excited about this. And I know people are saying, Kev, dude, watch History of the World Part 2. Don't be too excited just yet. I understand that. I don't need to watch it. I already heard it was horrible, and I get it. But Mel is returning at 98 years young to reprise his role as Yogurt, excuse me. Blech.
And I believe
was
he's
like,
also doing
"Poser!"
Scroob again too.
Oh, how fun. I'm down for
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. Couldn't get Rick back for Ghostbusters, but you could get him back for Dark Helmet.
He had more to do as Dark Helmet than he did as Lewis, though.
So the thing about him not being in Ghostbusters is this. There was no story for Lewis. There was nothing for him to do. There was nothing for fucking Sigourney Weaver to do. That's why they put her in as an Easter egg.
Yep.
She got paid to do an Easter egg, and it wasn't a whole lot. She did it basically as a favor. And Rick didn't have the time to do that for no money. And there was no reason for Lewis to be in there. There was no story for him in Afterlife. There was could have been something for Frozen Empire, but the money wasn't there, and that's okay. He didn't need to be. Lewis didn't need to be in that story.
Mm-mm.
Dark Helmet needed to be in Spaceballs.
Yes.
And the thing is he has a good relationship with Mel Brooks. He has a good relationship with Bill Pullman. He has a good relationship with everybody that's going to be returning from the original film. And I think if you've worked with Mel Brooks, you've made a friend for life and someone that you would do anything for. That's what I've heard from absolutely everybody that's worked for him. And so I can't imagine him not wanting to come back. The fact that he's returning should be more of a, I knew if anything would do it, this would be it. More so than I can't believe he's returning. Like, come on,
didn't he come back for Honey, I Shrunk the Kids TV show on Disney a couple years ago?
I think I heard that. I don't think I actually watched it. Did it ever actually happen?
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of thought it just fizzled out and didn't actually get aired.
Bummer. They buried it. Yeah, because you would think the Zelensky's coming back would be a huge deal. I liked the first two Honey, We Shrunk the Kids, or Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. I saw both of those in the theater, and I was kind of like, this is so sissy-ish, but I'm not. I'm entertained. Like it's okay. It's funny. Special effects are dope as hell.
Yeah.
Huh. And then anyway, we also found out that Lewis Pullman will be joining Bill Pullman as the son of Lone Star. And they gave him a name, and I can't remember what. Starburst.
Starburst.
I am so upset that they're not going to call him Boba Fett.
That'd be funny.
Man, that's a hat trick. That's a hat trick that he needs. Come on, man. There's no bad publicity. Do it. Boba Fett. Oh, anyways. So I'm super excited. And goddamn, what was her? Tracy Gold? Tracy Gold?
No. Daphne Zuniga.
Daphne Zuniga. Thank you. God, what the hell was I thinking of?
Oh, I know who you're talking about now.
Daphne Zuniga, she's always wanted to return, but I have not heard that she's going to. Yeah, I'm assuming that she is, but I have not heard.
I hope so. They didn't mention anything about her. It was mainly about Pullman, both of the Pullmans, and then of course Mel Brooks and Moranis, but they didn't say anything about her.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it as a given, but I'm crossing my fingers just in case, because she's always been down. She's always loved the character. She's always loved working for Mel. Like I said, she came back to voice the princess in the animated series,
which was horrible.
That's what I heard.
It was
it was a steaming pile of shit. I mean, they kind of did a riff on the prequel trilogy, and they revealed that Helmet's real name was actually Panic and Crybaby.
Panicking crybaby. That's fucking funny.
Yeah, but when it was a one note joke that just kept going.
Oh, lame.
Yeah, it didn't work. It ran on, I think, G4 when that channel was still around. I caught a couple episodes here and there, and it did not work at all.
Bummer.
Because instead of them like picking up where everything left off, they were like redoing it. No,
No, thank you.
it didn't work. It didn't work at all.
Bummer. Goddamn G4. Anyway,
Spike TV.
I don't know. I'm excited to see this. I have some high hopes because so much of the returning cast is coming. I have high hopes. But
Well, it's being written by Josh Gad, though. I'm not big on him.
He does have reverence for the source material. He had said that he saw Spaceballs before he saw Star Wars.
Yeah. And wondered why people made such a straight-laced movie about Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Like, bless your heart, child.
Bless your heart.
It's just I'm more curious about, how are they going to like reference the passing of John Candy, and then of
Yep.
Joan Rivers. Because you're not going. I mean, yeah, I guess you could have somebody do a Joan Rivers impression if they want to bring Dot back, but I think that'd be kind of tasteless. And then
Her daughter.
Yeah,
well, maybe
what's Melissa
that would
doing?
work.
Yeah.
But you can't replace John Candy.
No.
It's just not possible.
Josh Gad will most likely insert himself there.
Yeah,
That's
probably
the
as
rumor.
as Barf's son.
Which will be okay. I like Josh Gad. I don't think he's unfunny. I don't.
I just want to see somebody order the special from the diner this time.
I don't know, but my question to you guys is this. Now that they're doing a sequel to Spaceballs, should it be a spoof of the Star Wars sequels or one of the sequel trilogies? Or should it be its own story? Because Spaceballs is so iconic that they could do their own story with these characters and everyone would be just as fucking happy.
They'll spoof everything. It's not just going to be Star Wars. They're going to do jokes about like everything.
Yeah, I don't think it's so much it doing its own thing or it spoofing the sequels, as opposed to it just doing what the first one did and going after everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's true. It hit Star Trek too, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Well, yeah,
and Battlestar and Alien.
Snotty beamed me twice yesterday. It was wonderful. But I mean, it would be foolish of them not to go after the sequel trilogy, just because that'd be funny as fuck. But also, I mean, it would be a missed opportunity if it wasn't Spaceballs 2: The Search for More Money.
Yeah.
I did hear a joke somebody came up with, call it Spaceballs 3: The Search for Spaceballs 2.
Oh, that's a long time like joke though.
Yeah.
I remember that like years ago when people made that joke.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll come up with something, actually amusing. But we will have to wait and see. I mean, they only just dropped that little announcement teaser a few days ago. I mean, all it was just an overglorified Star Wars crawl.
Yeah, but it was pretty funny though.
Yeah.
Like you have to admit. I mean, it was pointless, but it was accurate as fuck. And you're like, huh, wow. A lot's really happened since Spaceballs. All right, then. All right.
Well, it felt like a play on the Marvel Chair stream to a point.
Yeah.
So that's how I kind of looked at it. I like Mel at the end wearing Spaceballs, the sweatshirt.
Yeah, like God bless him. Like Mel Brooks is a fucking gift. He truly is. He is the shining example of man from the last 100 years, and he is the best that the 20th century put out.
Well,
Here's
excuse me
a
while I whip this out.
book recommendation for you, Kev. It's All About Me, Mel Brooks's autobiography.
Okay,
Sounds
that'll get ordered
interesting.
this week.
Yeah, that was. I mean, he had some really good stories.
I tell you, some of my fondest memories are doing cocaine and just listening to the fucking commentaries on Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein. Fucking wonderful storyteller. Wonderful. So much more entertaining than watching the movie itself is listening to the stories that Mel has about writing the movies. Oh.
And
Anyway.
if you're interested in the audiobook, he narrates it.
Okay.
Sold.
That might be my thing. Now imagine if fucking George Carlin would have been voicing his audiobooks back in the 90s. That would have been great.
Oh, that would have been wonderful.
Mr. Ackerman would have fucking killed me in class.
I fucking hated that guy.
Oh, Doug was my best buddy. Anyway, so who's ready to feel old? Next week, they are going to show a special presentation of Jaws on TV, the 50th anniversary, with an introduction by Spielberg. Why is that on the news? Because fuck, when was the last time you got to say, hey, Jaws is on TV?
It has been a while.
Yeah.
Like on regular ass TV. Like it's a joke on Monty Python's Meaning of Life, but like you never see Jaws on TV anymore. Universal owns that shit, and you own NBC. Come on, man. Sunday afternoons.
Oh yeah, or Saturday night movie nights. Bring them back.
They used to do shit like that. It wasn't all Ron Popeil and fucking political ads. Yeah.
It was Raiders of the Lost Ark. It was Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. It was fun movies.
Killer Clowns. Conan.
Oh yeah.
So our last story for the night. Today is Saturday the 14th, which of course movie lovers know, or true movie lovers know, is the actual worst day of the year, is Saturday the 14th. It's not Friday the 13th.
Nope.
According to Jeffrey Tambor. So you would have to expect that the Jason universe.
My name is Jeff.
They had some big announcements coming out yesterday. I'm still waiting for them. Ish. Okay, so yeah, they've got a NECA doll coming out. Looks pretty cool. They didn't really mention anything else that I caught. Vinny over at Womp Stomp Films had a bunch of stuff going on, and I definitely recommend going and checking out their page right now. They've got their campaign or their crowdfunding going on until tomorrow.
Yep.
And like most certainly hit that up. There's still chances for you to get on the executive producer level, and they need I think 2 more, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, definitely check that out, because
special shout out on our overlay right here that's covering us while we're talking.
Yeah. These guys had so much love for Friday the 13th. Like he was just like dropping random posts about updates for Never Hike Alone, Never Hike Alone 2, the Indiegogo campaign. Like he just had stuff going on all day, and then talking about the original Friday the 13th movies, talking about Friday the 13th Part 6, and asking people what was your favorite installment. What are you expecting them? What would you like to hear them come out with? What do you want to see in Crystal Lake? You saw none of that from Universal yesterday at all.
Well, yeah. What's the other announcement that they're doing? Hollywood Horror Nights at Orlando Universal Studios, and I know they did announce a new soundtrack coming out for Part 6 from La La Land Records, but I have yet to go check that out. But that's a low key one that was Harry Manfredini. So
Was it?
yeah, I think I can actually. Yeah, ultimate cut for Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. Shipping in late in June from Harry Manfredini. Autographed copies are no longer available, but you can still get the CD for it. So
Scalpers are standing by.
yeah, if there was autographed copies, those probably sold out in like 5 minutes. But it's a remastered CD, so if you like the soundtrack for Part 6, that's the place to go.
I don't dislike anything about Part 6.
No, that's a good one.
Yeah, I don't have any of the Friday soundtracks, actually.
My favorite final girls in that movie. Tommy.
Yeah. Well, I thought I saw something about like some cassette tapes for other soundtracks were coming out too.
I had the soundtrack to Spaceballs.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I had that one too.
There was only one song on there, I think, but it was the Van Halen song, wasn't it? They didn't even have the actual Spaceballs theme.
No, the one I had all that on there, but it did have the Van Halen one. You want to hear something stupid about that Van Halen song? We watched Spaceballs on I think it was on Tubi, and that song is no longer in the movie.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, it got taken out.
lame.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm listening to that, and you don't hear "Hello, baby." It's some other song coming on, and I look over at Gene, and I'm like, "What the actual fuck?"
Did your brain just skip over like
Oh,
what just happened?
my
Reset.
my brain had to do a hard reboot because Gene's sitting there like, "Wait, you're right. That was supposed to be Van Halen. What the fuck?"
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out, but if I come in with a neck tweak next week, that's gonna be why.
Yeah.
But I would love to see that as just as a train wreck. But I understand why they do it, but God, why would you do that? That's terrible. It's hurting art, Van Halen. You suck. Anyway, what else did they have, Jeff? You're much more got your finger on the pulse of Jason than I do.
I thought I saw something about they added some new regulars to the Crystal Lake TV series. That's about it. There's not really much other news. Like this Jason Universe news is just kind of a wow. That was a bit disappointing. Lame. We all thought we were going to get
did they even
something
say
more,
happy birthday
and nothing happened because they were kept screaming, "Hey, we got big announcements!" None of these were really big announcements. So.
No.
Ridiculous.
No, like I said, Vinny had more shit going on yesterday than they did. Hell, he put up the script, I think, or the first page to the script of Ghost in the Fog.
I think so too. I still have to check most of that out.
Yeah.
No, that's let's see. Cameron Scoggins, David Kessler, Gwendolyn Strom have joined Crystal Lake series as regulars. I'm looking at a bloody disgusting article here. Scoggins will play Dorf, the police officer portrayed by Ron Milkey in the original Friday the 13th original Friday the 13th movie. So, and the other ones, I don't know who they're playing. They're playing characters I'm just not that familiar with. So, well, I'll watch the show. I just hope it's good.
I wonder if anyone from the Christie family will be there.
I don't know. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, right. She's an old friend of the Christies.
Yeah, just saying.
I want to go fucking watch that. It's too late. It's too late.
Too late, Kevin.
So anyway, that was the last of the news that I had for you guys this week. Like, I'm sure something else happened, but I was just kind of like, you know what? I'm fucking tired. Everyone else is going to be tired. Screw it. Screw it.
I only got one thing to add, and this has been largely not covered by a lot of people, but if you are a Bill Paxton fan, want to let you know that the movie Frailty is going to be coming out on 4K and Blu-ray, and it's going to be coming from Lionsgate, so they're finally going to get around to getting this off of the DVD like shelf, and I know there was a Blu-ray, but it's largely out of print. But we're going to get a new release, great new transfer, and I like this movie. This is really good. So I'm excited to see this. I'm pretty happy with it. And whatever steelbook they're gonna do, that should be kind of rad too.
Yeah, right. I'm down. I've never seen that all the way through, and I've not seen the whole thing. So I'm pretty excited for this.
Yeah, the first time I saw this movie, I was just like, what the hell did I just watch? And I watched it again. It's one of those if I give me an excuse, I will rewatch this movie every damn time.
Yeah.
So, but that was about what I had. I had a couple other things, but it's like, it's fine.
I dig it.
We've run a long show. Hey,
Yes.
We're topping out at 2 hours and 15 minutes, guys.
We'll take that shit. We will take that.
Yep. And we'll take a like down below. We'll take a little subscribe, hit the bell notification on the way out. Hey, thank you everybody for tuning in, participating in our chat, for putting a comment down below if you are watching on replay. Just greatly appreciate having everybody with us. And thank you for checking out all of our content. And we'll see you on the next live stream. And we will make sure you get a proper update on the Hanson Pub Tours. So thank you everybody for tuning in. We will see you on the next one.
See you next time, boys and girls.